been a little bit, but we're back here on Madden, and we have a Detroit Lions rebuild for today. And, you know, the Lions weren't that good last year. Fought pretty well in some of their games, to be honest. But, you know, they got the number 2 overall pick. They had another first-round selection as well. We're able to trade up. And, you know, because of those 2 picks, we got 2 studs to build around. One of those guys is right here on the offense, Jameson Williams. I gave him superstar dev. I feel like that's fair. Mans can fly. Oh, 92 speed. That is criminal. This roster doesn't seem to be that great then, because I feel like he should have at least upper 90 speed. I'm pretty sure in Madden 23 he has like 98 speed. Yeah, Jameson Williams has 98 speed, 95 acceleration in the next Madden. So I'm gonna go ahead and change that. I'm not sure if speed makes a difference here in simulation, but we're definitely gonna boost that up. I'll bring his awareness down or something to maybe bring his overall down a little bit more. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a 77 in the roster, so let's just get it back to that. But regardless of what his speed is in this roster, he should still be very good for us. Superstar dev, that's going to work out incredibly well for him here. Hopefully he can go up to X Factor in one of these seasons. Also, I kind of just feel like Superstar makes sense. I don't know if the development traits have been revealed just yet, but I kind of imagine he'll have Superstar in the next Madden. We got good old Jared Goff here at quarterback, 72 overall. Not the worst quarterback in this whole game, that's for sure. I might trade him this season, though. Get some value out of him while I can. I don't exactly know what I'm going to do. DeAndre Swift is the running back. He is only an 80. He's not bad in real life. I just don't know if he's going to develop here in the game. Also, I should point out, it's like super windy outside right now. I apologize if you can hear that. DJ Chark came over to this team. Still young, pretty solid, not a bad receiver. Amon-Ra St. Brown was great as a rookie last year. Not super fast, but he has good route running. It's also very young still, so I kind of want to get him involved. Maybe he can be the slot guy. I wouldn't mind Jameson Williams being the number 1. The thing is, I want Williams being the slot because that position gets targeted so much in simulation. We'll figure that out later. And then this offensive line is actually pretty good, right? We have Penei Sewell starting in tackle. Hidden dev trade, he's still considered a rookie here in this game. Frank Ragnow is one of the league's best centers. He's very good there. We have Taylor Decker, who's not a bad tackle at all. We have Jonah Jackson, who's a solid guard. And then Hal Vata'i isn't very good. But the rest of the offensive line is actually incredibly solid. TJ Hutchinson is the starting tight end, a very good tight end as well. 88 overall for him right here. 83 speed, 95 catching. Mans is a beast out of Iowa. Also, don't mind the coach name. That was the first thing I thought of. I couldn't think of anything else, okay? Just relax. It's fine. Over here on the defense, we have their other first-round selection, their first selection, Aidan Hutchinson, superstar dev. Many thought he was the best player in the class. He did not go number 1 overall, though, but he should be really good in this rebuild for us. They currently have a 3-4. That's what it's showing as, at least. I feel like I want more of a 4-3 for this team. You know, Hutchinson is probably good in either, at least in Madden. But I think I want him rushing mainly off the edge in like a 4-3. That would probably make more sense. I feel like that way he can just rack up some sack totals. I could move him to outside linebacker, but I kind of just don't want to. The cornerback core, let's talk about Mike Hughes. Number 1 corner, 78 overall. Still pretty young, not too bad. Amani Oruwariye, solid out of Penn State, 77 overall for him. And then Jeff Okudah. Hasn't really shown too much, I feel like, in the NFL. Could be wrong, I guess. Maybe there's a couple games where he just balled out. I don't know. I don't watch many Lions games. But 74 overall, was drafted super high. Maybe he can turn out to be something. Who knows? Deshaun Elliott is the starting free safety. Solid player out of Texas. 24 years old, 81 overall. We have Kirby Joseph, another rookie. I could change him to star dev. I think a 74 overall might be a little high as well. But I guess we're just going to let it rock with normal dev. That's fine. I didn't make this roster, by the way. I don't know if I have to say that or not, but I just downloaded a roster from just like Madden's file share system. Also, I'm fairly certain this roster only has like the first 2 rounds, because I was looking for like the Lions later round picks and they're just not here. We're just gonna rock with this roster. You know, Madden 23 is right around the corner. I don't think it's a huge deal right now. And then linebacking core isn't really all that good, but it's all right. We can probably invest in that. The rest of the D-line as well, no one's super notable down there. But you know, the Lions aren't that bad. 77 overall, 80 offense, 75 defense. Their defense definitely needs some work. And then on offense, I feel like I only really need a quarterback. I want to see if DeAndre Swift can develop into something, so I'll probably give him like a year or 2. This receiving core I think is fine. The offensive line I'm pretty sure is okay, maybe aside from Hal Vata'i. Tight end's definitely more than okay. But then a lot of the work would have to go on the defensive here. With the linebackers, the other interior O-lineman, another edge rusher. The secondary is mostly fine. Unless I can get some stud there, maybe we can still look to draft one of those positions. But I feel like this first draft We're going to focus on quarterback and then probably focus on linebacker and edge and stuff like that. But this is also a fantasy rebuild. So maybe I'll just go out and trade for some of those positions, or we could just trade for some more draft picks. I don't know what I'm going to do just yet. The first trade here is going to be Hal Vata'i, Jared Goff, and Charles Harris to the Jets for one of their first-round draft picks, and if I'm not mistaken, that is the Seahawks selection. That is the Seahawks pick. Okay, perfect. Because they should suck pretty bad without Russell Wilson. The final trade here is going to be with the Vikings, Devin Funchess, Michael Brockers, and Tracy Walker for Brian O'Neill. And I know he's a tackle, and we have a good tackle duo, but it's Madden. You can move offensive linemen around pretty easily in this game, so he's going to slide to guard. And the team doesn't look that different from that session of trading. I mean, we only made 2 trades, but we have a few new faces on the team, a couple people starting who weren't before. And let me actually change around the defense. I want to make sure I get a 4-3. I would always use the Browns playbook, so let's just go ahead and do that. The Browns playbook, at least for a while, was very good. And then for the offensive playbook, I always used to go Tennessee. Let's see if that's still a little cheesy. I mean, we have Kyle Lauletta at quarterback, so I don't think we could really gauge how good a playbook is based on our offense this season. But let's go with these schemes. That works for me right now. I also need to move some players around, so hang on. Okay, I'm not prepared at all. This is like, what, my first time doing a rebuild? What's happening? All right, this defense is a mess right now. Our linebackers are terrible for this kind of defense, but I don't really care. I mean, Julian Okwara is definitely a rusher. He's not a 4-3 outside linebacker, but I don't really care that much. He's only a 70. It's not going to be too much of a difference if I move like one of these middle linebackers over. So we're just going to let Okwara stay there. Maybe he can develop into the best outside linebacker the world has ever seen. Probably not, but you never know until you try. But hopefully we are terrible this season, okay? I don't want to win a game. Why do the Lions have a tier 2 tight end scout? Who is that helping? What? They already have a good tight end. Madden, you're drunk. Like, I already knew that, but what is happening here? Gonna get my man Kenny Ramsey, though, for like the billionth time. Very reliable, always there for me. We need a tier 2 scout. Left and right end wouldn't be awful. D tackle would also be really good. Middle linebacker would also be sick. I think we're gonna do that. I think we need linebacker more than we need defensive tackles. And then I'm just going to change one of the tier 1 scouts. It's not super important, but we're going to get a defensive end tier 1 scout. So I think we covered a lot of our bases here. We should be good for this season of scouting. At week 8, we are 2-5, and we actually just beat the Rams somehow. That helps. I mean, we have their draft pick. I'll take it. Let's go ahead and see who has to come back to the team, though. Jack Fox, one of our superstar players. I want him back on the team. Why not? And I believe that's it, actually. So that's cool. We don't have to spend too much money. He's just a punter. No disrespect to punters, but they just don't cost much in this game. Wow, what a shock. We didn't make the playoffs. We went 4-13. That's actually amazing. Hopefully that's like the first or the second pick or something. How did Kyle Lauletta play? Oh, he didn't play at all. Cam Newton did. 4,400 yards, 29 touchdowns, 13 picks for Cam Newton. Not who I was expecting to see here, but it's all right. DeAndre Swift had 8 touchdowns, 1,183 yards, almost 4 yards per carry. Be nice if he can get into like the mid-80s this season. DJ Chark had 1,400 yards, only 2 touchdowns though. Jameson Williams had 5 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. St. Brown had 7 touchdowns. TJ Hutchinson had 9. Actually pretty decent seasons from all those guys. Not too many sacks allowed. Taylor Decker is not doing great, but everyone else holding their own. I just like to see under 10 there. You know, per player is what I was looking at. Tackles for loss, we have 15 for Levi Onwuzurike. All right, 7.5 sacks for rookie John Paschal, or Paschal, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Aidan Hutchinson got 4. That's not that many. That sucks. 3 picks for Aurarie, 2 for Kirby Joseph, 1 for Will Harris, Chris Board, and Deshaun Elliott. We were 16th, middle of the pack on offense. And then on defense, we were near last at 26. Lamar Jackson gonna win MVP. Jalen Hurts, let's go, at number 4. Justin Fields at number 5. That'd be wild if both of them get close in real life, if they both just take really big steps. Also, yeah, my favorite player is Desmond Ridder.
What?
He's a good quarterback. Really good quarterback there for the Falcons. Hopefully no other names are misspelled. If they are, I probably won't notice them. I just happened to notice Ridder. Nice. Nobody from the Lions, though, around here. Defensive player of the year. Nobody from the Lions. Offensive rookie of the year. We do have Jameson Williams at number 7. Also Amon-Ra St. Brown at number 9. Defensive rookie of the year, of course, is Micah Parsons. He's going to probably win it all the time. But we do have Aidan Hutchinson and a good old John Paschal. I'm just going to go with that, I guess. at number 9 and number 10. The Super Bowl here, though, for year 1 is going to be between the Packers and the Bills. Quickly advance by and see who's going to win. Aaron Rodgers going to destroy Josh Allen 38-14. Let's hop into the next week, though, and see if there's anybody else we have to bring back to the team. Does not look like there's anybody I would like to bring back to the team. We could bring back Cam Newton, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'd rather draft a quarterback for sure. Let's go ahead, though, and hop into the first week of free agency. And let's see what kind of positions we can fill. Chris Godwin is the top free agent. We have Gronk, Odell, Antonio Brown, Jason Verrett. A bunch of guys I don't want, and then Chris Godwin, who is very good. But I think I still like the receiving core on the team right now. So I don't think I'm going to go after Chris Godwin. I think I'm pretty comfortable with like a lot of the roster at the moment. And I also got to check development trade upgrades. I forgot to do that, but I don't think I'm going to go after any free agents. Let's check though who went up in development trade. Now on the offense, don't think anybody is up. Also our kicker is our quarterback. That definitely needs to change for next year. But I don't think anybody is up in dev trait on the offense. And then over on the defensive side, pretty sure Bryant went up. How did this happen? Yeah, okay, you got 46 tackles and 1 tackle for loss, and apparently that's enough. That makes no sense, but I'll take it, I guess. I don't believe anyone else is up in dev trait, though, which is kind of sad, but it's fine. I think this team is going to be looking pretty good after this draft. We also have an 88 overall offense. That's probably because we don't have a quarterback right now, and it's not taking into account our kicker as our quarterback. Once we get a quarterback, that'll probably go down, but I still think the team is trending in the right direction. We have at least one fifth-year option for TJ Hutchinson. Let's definitely do that. Like TJ Hutchinson quite a bit, want him on the team for longer. And that is the only fifth-year option we have at the moment. So we are good to head into the draft now. And I think I kind of know the strategy I want to go with. I know my first pick at least, and sick, I'm losing connection. I'm glad that is still an issue in this game. You know, Madden 23 would already be like infinitely better if that issue is fixed. But like I was saying, I know who I want to take with my first pick. I'm really hoping we actually have the first pick as well. Because it's a quarterback, all right? He's probably going to go super early if we don't get him. Oh, now I don't know if the Eagles would take him or not. Jalen Hurts was just pretty good. So this is a tough one, but I feel like Washington would certainly take him. I might still have to trade up with the Eagles, though. Might just do that to play it safe. But then after the quarterback, I don't exactly know which player I want to take. I have a couple guys who I'm interested in. We're just going to have to see which one looks better. But let's see if we can trade up here with the Eagles, because I don't actually want to risk this guy going. He looks so good. It didn't actually take much at all to trade up. We are giving the Eagles pick number 7 and Romeo Okwara to move up to pick number 1. Okwara isn't bad. He was an 80, but he's 27. He's going to start regressing soon. He's also pretty expensive. So I didn't think that was that bad of a trade. But with this pick, we are going to be taking the top player in the class, Luke Sheldon, and by far the best looking quarterback. A, throw accuracy, deep, mid, and short. B, throw under pressure. He has elite throw power. The only issue with him is that he is 23, but that's not that big of a deal. We're going to take him. Hidden dev trait, of course, 96 throw power, 81 speed, even isn't that bad. He has decent change of direction, acceleration, and agility, so he can move if he needs to. But we drafted him to throw the ball very, very well and very accurately, so I'm not really expecting him to run too often. We also have the pick after this one. And another quarterback goes. I figured Washington would take a quarterback. Bruce Fletcher just did not seem as good. Maybe he'll have a better dev trait, but like base overall, the guy we got definitely looked better. I think I'm going to take this one with the Bills. Get a first next year, a first this year, and a second this year. I don't mind that at all. And then with my next pick, I'm going to go ahead and take this outside linebacker. My man is right here, Marquise Fleming. I could probably wait a little bit to take him, but I'm good just to take him now. Only normal dev. That sucks a lot. Okay, he's not that good then. Even if he's a really good overall, a normal dev is absolutely killer. Well, turns out I probably should have waited, but it's okay. And I still need another linebacker. Just the linebackers in this class aren't that good. Could go with Lawrence Posey. Might just do this so we can get someone to play. B zone coverage. C tackling is terrible though. I don't really like this guy, but he seems like he might be the best linebacker in this class. It's probably going to be a stupid pick, but we're going to go ahead and take Posey. Oh, he has hidden dev. Okay, I will take that every day of the week. I don't really have anyone else who I'm like dying to take right now. I think we're going to go with another linebacker here in the second round. I'm going to take JT Murphy. I don't really know too much about him, but he has a very solid combine. He has great acceleration and agility, elite change of direction, great speed. I'm just going to take him based on that. Only normal dev, but looks like a pretty good athlete. I'm going to trade this one with the Seahawks. I'm going to assume they didn't get a quarterback, so hopefully that's a good second round draft pick for next year. And then in the third round, we're going to go ahead and snag a defensive tackle. Dante Yarbrough has 8 power moves. That was the only thing I was interested in, but he's really not that good elsewhere. I'm still going to take him. Only normal dev. Maybe he can be something. And we also have a couple more D tackles on the draft board who are pretty strong. So I'm just going to go ahead and select them as well. We only have one left. So Josh Zimmerman, let's just go take him now. He has great strength. Why not? Normal dev, 90 strength. All right, just kind of took him, you know, in case he had that very coveted hidden dev trait. We're also just going to simulate to the end of the draft now. And let's see how we did. I'm really curious to see what this quarterback is. I feel like my man's could be pretty close to an 80. He's a 77. Very good quarterback. 81 deep, 81 medium, 87 short with his 96 throw power. That's really nice. Marquise Fleming is pretty good. Don't know if I'm going to have him playing anywhere. I mean, he might as well rush off the edge. It's not too bad. Posey's actually incredibly solid. Hidden dev, 89 speed, 88 acceleration. I like him quite a bit. JT Murphy was also pretty good. Normal dev, 71 overall. Fleming is still better, though, for sure. And then Yarbrough is a 69. That other D-tackle also a 69. Then the computer got us a 67 and a 64. Who was the top player in the class, though? There was a 5-way tie, and we got one of them. So that's cool. Then there was a corner, a safety, a running back, and a defensive end. I think that draft went pretty well for us. After the quarterback, we drafted incredibly heavily on the defensive side, but I think that's what we needed. And also, TJ Hutchinson is going to help out a tight end. So let's just definitely do long-term development. Pretty sure that gets the tight end's development trade up. So that's cool. We'll have a pretty good backup tight end for this whole rebuild, I guess. But, you know, I think the team looks far better than it did last year. We're in 82 now, 87 offense. So the offense is actually really solid. And then 77 defense. That side of the ball still needs some work. We need those guys to develop a little bit more. And then we'll be looking pretty. Hopefully we can snag some big-name free agents this year. I would like some more D-line help, and definitely still some linebacker help. I mean, Posey's cool. He's probably going to develop well, but then the other outside linebackers are not that good. I think the secondary is all right for now. So there's definitely still a lot of work to be done, and it's pretty much all on the defense. All right, 3-4 at the midseason mark. It's not great, but it's a little better than last year. So I will take it. Who has to come back to the team, though? The top impending free agent, Amani Oruwariye. Don't know if we bring him back. Only a 79, 26 years old, normal dev. I feel like he's pretty replaceable here in the game. I don't think we bring anyone back. Even our star developing outside linebacker. I still don't know how that guy went up, but whatever. I will take it, I guess, but we're not going to bring him back to the team. Let me see if the quarterback's development trait is revealed just yet, though. Give me more than star, please. Oh, he has superstar. That's fantastic. Also, the middle linebacker has star. All right, well, I mean, at least it's star. Way better than normal, of course. But Sheldon, man, superstar. Man, I want that to go up to X Factor. Please, just win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Win MVP or something. Go crazy. That would be huge. 6-11 this year. Still not good. Like, at all, but an improvement, I guess. We don't really do anything well by those team rankings down there, so that's nice to see. How did the rookie quarterback play? 4,200 yards, 29 touchdowns, 9 picks. Not all that bad, actually. DeAndre Swift was fine, 4 yards per carry, only 5 touchdowns, not great, but 1,200 yards isn't too bad. Jameson Williams was very good. DJ Chark, 1,100 yards. St. Brown, only 3 touchdowns. Hawkinson got 5. So aside from Jameson Williams, not many guys scored touchdowns there on the offense, it seems like. Sacks allowed, not really that good. Maybe we move around Taylor Decker a little. We can switch him out with, like, Brian O'Neill or something. 130 tackles, though, for the rookie middle linebacker. We have 14 tackles for loss for the rookie defensive end. 9 sacks for Paschal, again, leading the team. 7 for Fleming, 4 for Aidan Hutchinson, and Onzarike. Aidan Hutchinson just not getting that many sacks. 3 picks for Kirby Joseph, Amani Oruwariye, Mike Hughes, and Deshaun Elliott, and then 1 for Jeff Okudah, JT Murphy, Gerard Davis, and Chris Board. 23rd on offense. I don't know how this offense managed to get worse. That's impressive, actually. And then 22nd on defense, so the defense is slightly better, I guess. Anybody from the Lions? Most likely not. Yeah, all right, no Lions players. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, I'm sure same thing here. Defensive Player of the Year. No one from the Lions. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to the quarterback, though, which is massive. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Nate Gaddis, Marquise Fleming at number 2, Lawrence Posey, JT Murphy at 4 and 5. So, I mean, at least we got some guys on lists for some awards and whatnot, but still not a great season. I actually thought this team would go over 500 this year. I guess it just was not in the cards. Packers are in the Super Bowl again, this time up against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Packers do not go back-to-back. Chiefs are going to win 35-21. Now let's go to the offseason here, to the re-signing period. I don't think we're going to have to bring anyone back to the team, but it never hurts to check because sometimes random guys just sneak into this list. Yeah, Aurier is still the top player. Gerard Davis is here with star dev now. I don't want to give him that big of a contract. No, we're not going to bring him back to the team. It's not that big of a deal. That did remind me, though, let's go ahead and check out who went up in dev trade. I highly doubt the quarterback did, but that would be huge. Please. X Factor, no, he did not go up. Jameson Williams did, though. That's very nice to see. Posey did not go up. Okay, that surprises me. He had a lot of tackles. It's all good. He's still pretty solid. Kirby Joseph and Fleming are going to go up, though, which is nice. I love that out of them. I don't think anyone other than Gerard Davis, of course, went up in dev trade. So let's just hop over to the next week, the first week of free agency, and see who we can sign. So I'm still looking for a lot of defensive help. Maybe some cornerback help. We have over $100 million, so we can absolutely juice out this team. I'm not going to get Lamar Jackson. Got him in my last rebuild. We also have a superstar quarterback, so I don't really want to go after him. Daron Payne, on the other hand, is a player I think I want. He would immediately make this defensive line a lot better, so let's actually give him a ton of money. 118 points. I think that puts me comfortably above the Ravens. And let's check out what the linebackers are looking like. Not great there for the outside linebackers. We could try to get Gerard Davis back again, but I don't think I want him that badly. Like, I would rather have TJ Edwards, I think, because we can get him for far cheaper. I'm also going to give a small contract to Dante Hightower, just so, like, if I don't end up drafting any good linebackers, we have capable starters then. And there are some really good corners in this class, so I don't actually think I'm going to target any here in free agency. And then I think our safety duo is fine, especially with Kirby Joseph going up to star dev. We got Daron Payne, we got Dante Hightower, we got TJ Edwards. Okay, so 3 players all on the defense. They're going to help out a lot as well. Well, the linebackers actually might not help out too much if I draft players who are better, but you know what I mean, okay? They're at least good insurance. And we do have a 5th-year option in Jeff Okudah. Gonna decline that one real quick. He's really not that good still. And that is the only 5th-year option. Okay, so I will see you guys in the draft. I fumbled a little bit, and this might come back to bite me. We'll see how the draft still goes, though. But when it came to the private workouts, I clicked on the prospects first. And if you do that, if you click on the prospect tab over here, like on the left, it does not let you go back into the private workouts then. I wanted to throw some more players on my favorite list because that's still how you have to do the private workout thing. And the focus scouting thing, you need them to be on your favorites in order for it to actually work. At least from my last rebuild. It was still like that, so maybe it's fixed now. I highly doubt it, though. Madden doesn't really update their games too much in the summer. Yeah, that's why I was going into my prospects. I was going to throw some new guys on my favorited list, and it messed up, so I didn't get anybody for the private workouts. But I still think I have a good idea of who I want to take. And let me show you why the private workouts is potentially a big deal. There are these 2 corners, okay? Heath Vick, top 5 projection right now. He has A-press, A-zone, B-man, question mark catching. With good speed, great agility, great change of direction. He's going to be a really good corner. Then there's also Terrell Watkins, who has A-press, A-zone, A-catching, and then a question mark for man. So they look pretty similar, but I wanted to know which one was actually going to be better. I feel like they're both top 5 players, so still I don't think it would have given me too much information. But I want one of them. Like, surely, I want one of them. We have pick number 8. I think we should be good to simulate to pick number 8 to take one of these guys. Please don't tell me I fumbled twice. Oh my god, I fumbled it twice. How did I do that? Why didn't I trade up? Oh, I'm so dumb. That is like an insurmountable amount of pain. Oh my god. Okay, well, I still want a corner. Great speed, elite acceleration. That guy looks sick. He's very fast. He's probably good. This guy might have better coverage ability though. B-man, A-press. I'm gonna take him. I'm so upset. That guy had normal dev. I'm actually so upset by that. I don't even want to continue with this draft, man. Oh my god, I missed out on both of them. We're going to take a middle linebacker. He's supposed to go in the first round. He's probably good. He has hidden dev trait. That guy's very good. I'm going to take a running back in the second round, Nate Harold. He has great agility and elite change of direction. Only normal dev, but looks like a good athlete. And also, since we missed out on the 2 best corners in the class, I'm just going to trade for one. A second and a third round draft pick this year and a second next year for Patrick Surtain. I'm going to take one more pick in this draft as well. There's actually a late linebacker who looks very solid. I really hope that's not him. It's not him. It is TJ Lumen. And there was actually another one who I wanted to take as well, but I'm assuming he got selected somewhere. But TJ Lumen, normal dev trait, 89 speed. Probably like close to a 70. He's not that bad. Here's a quick look at the draft class. It's not too bad for us. A couple 76s, 74, 71, 68, 64, and a 66. But let's see when these cornerbacks went. 78 overall for Heath Vick. Hidden dev trait, of course, looks very good. And then, of course, that other corner is an 82 overall. I messed up on that one. But yeah, I already looked at his dev trait. It is just star, so it's nothing crazy, but I mean, still, he's an 82 overall. That's a yikes from your boy, and he went 2 picks before I was able to select. I'm very stupid. I should have traded up. In my head, I read that he was supposed to go like round 1 to 2. That's what I thought, and I didn't realize it said round 1. Because if it said round 1 to 2 was when he was supposed to go, he for sure would have still been there at number 8. But since it said round 1, it's not surprising he went at pick number 6. Okay, that's very dumb on my end. I just misread when he was supposed to go. Sometimes your boy makes an oof, but at least we traded for a good corner. So it's not the end of the world, I guess. I just really wish I had that rookie who is above an 80. If that guy would have had Superstar X Factor, I would have stopped playing this game, probably. This will be the team then for this next season. We're an 86 overall, 89 offense, 84 defense. I still think this team is very solid. And actually, I do want to make one more change. I forgot I mentioned this before. Brian O'Neill is going to play left tackle, and Taylor Decker will play right guard. All right, there we go. That's what the offense is going to look like. We also got another random hidden dev player, Ben McDonald. The computer drafted me. Okay, that's kind of cool. But, you know, yeah, Jameson Williams up to Superstar X Factor. Sheldon still a superstar, still very young. Hopefully he can continue to develop. The offensive line's looking nice. DeAndre Swift, TJ Hutchinson, both looking good as well. And then on the defense, we have a very young group of linebackers. I'm expecting them to develop pretty well this season. 2 of them are rookies, one with hidden dev trait, which is great. Deron Payne is now on the team. Patrick Surtain now on the team as well, superstar dev for the corner. Team's looking better than last year, but last year's team was better than the first year, and we only did like marginally better. So hopefully this year we actually do significantly better. We got a camp standout thing for Lawrence Posey, our middle linebacker. That's really nice. He's going to get +5 tackling from that. The team's 3-3 right now. So, not doing too well, but not doing too badly. Also, we're on top of the division, so that's not the worst thing ever, I guess. Let's go ahead and bring back some players, though. TJ Hawkinson, DeAndre Swift, Deshaun Elliott, DJ Chark, Mike Hughes, Jeff Okudah, Jonah Jackson. Okay, a lot of starters here. So I definitely want Hawkinson back on the team. He is going to re-sign. DeAndre Swift, same thing. He's going to sign as well. Deshaun Elliott, please follow suit. I want you to. He's coming back to the team as well. DJ Chark is an interesting one. Maybe we bring him back. I might wait until the end of the season. Mike Hughes, Jeff Okudah. I should probably get one of these guys at least. And I'm thinking Jeff Okudah. He's a little cheaper right now and still 24. Still has room to grow technically. Jonah Jackson, I definitely want to give a contract to. He's coming back to the team as well. Okay, so we got a lot of the players I wanted. Mike Hughes is still solid. I could bring him back to the team, but I think I might wait and see what free agency looks like. We made the playoffs, so that's really cool. And also at one point, we were 5-4. So we balled out the second half of the year. I will take that for sure. How did the quarterback do in his second season? 4,400 yards, almost 45, 32 touchdowns, 7 picks. Yeah, this guy's very good. That is an excellent season to have. DeAndre Swift had 5 touchdowns, but Nate Harold had 17. How did that happen? Also, DeAndre Swift fumbled 7 times? What happened this year for him? Okay. Jameson Williams was remarkably incredible. That's very, I don't know why I said that. He was really good. He was a great receiver for us. Almost 100 catches, 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns. DJ Chark over 1,000 yards. St. Brown 7 touchdowns. Hutchinson got 5. The offensive line still isn't perfect, but I mean, whatever. I've seen worse, I guess. 120 tackles for Posey. We have 12 tackles for loss for Hutchinson and for Julian Aquara. It's just like these random backups who just get really good numbers somehow. I don't know what's happening on this defense, but whatever. Aidan Hutchinson finally leads the team in sacks with 8. Marquise Fleming had 7. 5 picks for Patrick Surtain, 2 for Lawrence Posey, 1 for Deshaun Elliott, Harvey Bass, or Bass, however you want to pronounce it, and then Kirby Joseph. We were 5th in the NFL this year on offense, and then defensively 19th. All right, we're making strides. Patrick Mahomes is going to win MVP. Anybody from the Lions, our quarterback at number 6. Let's go. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Luke Sheldon at number 4. Nice to see him there. Defensive Player of the Year, nobody from the Lions. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Nate Harold, the running back. I mean, he had a crazy season. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jameson Yates, Harvey Bass at 6 and 7, and then TJ Lumen at number 9. I'm hoping we see some development trade improvements here out of the squad. But actually, before we do anything with this game, let me see what the development trait of, I think it's the linebacker, I think he has hidden. And I want the depth chart. That's not what I meant to do. I'm pretty sure the linebacker has it hidden. And also that random receiver does. But he is not revealed just yet. But let me see. On the defense, he is still hidden. Alright, I guess we'll just see what his development trait is at the end of the year. He's really not playing. That's cool. Maybe something's messed up with the depth chart. I don't really know. And we're going to lose the first playoff game. That makes sense. We got extended, though. That's big. The 49ers and the Browns. I'm surprised this is the first time I've seen the Browns in the Super Bowl in this video. The Browns are going to win 38-35. Okay, let's go to the next week then, and we can check out development trait improvements. I'm not sure if I think the quarterback should go up to X Factor or not. I mean, he had a really good year, but he wasn't like the best quarterback, you know? He did not go up to X Factor. That's sad. This running back definitely deserves to go up to at least star. Like, what was that? And the hidden development trait receiver has star down there. The outside linebacker also has star. Okay, Patrick Surtain is going to go up in dev trait. That's cool. And I don't think anyone else is up. But the team in general is still looking a lot better. So I feel like we can at least make it back to the playoffs again next year. And also, I need a corner in this class. Okay, there is another good-looking corner in this class. I don't think he's as good-looking as the last 2. But still, I want him. Okay, let me try to not fumble this time. We can hop into free agency now. I didn't bring back any players because I don't really think there was anyone at the end of the year I wanted anyway. But who should I go after? Ooh, Rashaan Evans would be nice. We still need like a really solid middle linebacker. And now we can use a receiver, or I could draft a receiver. Could always do that. But I think Rashaan Evans is going to be a priority here. Get a very, very good presence in the middle of the field there. I mean, our rookie's solid, but Rashaan Evans is an 87. He's a lot better. And then I think I'll just grab one of these receivers, like Tyler Boyd, just to make sure we get one. But I still might look to draft one as well. Like, Stephon Gilmore is not getting any offers. I feel like it would be dumb of me not to go after him for at least one season. 64 total points, I am fine with that. The only player we heard back from was Rashaan Evans, and he rejected. That sucks. What happened? And now a lot of people are going after the 2 guys I went after. This is just all going horribly. Well, if I'm gonna invest in a corner, I'd much rather have Carlton Davis. So maybe we can actually like push to get him, and then we could still draft a corner over Jeff Okudah. And I think I truly just want to draft a receiver of some kind. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make that work completely, but we'll figure something out. I think there's a very solid chance I'm going to have to trade up twice in this draft, but I don't really care because there are 2 guys who I want more than anyone else in this draft for sure. Also, we did not get Carlton Davis. I went by that week a little bit too quickly. Figured I'd point it out now. Alrighty, we have pick number 24, and the thing is I need to move into like the top 3. So this might be a little tough, but let's see if we can figure something out here. Alright, we got one of the trades to go through. Pick number 24, Jeff Okudah, and a first next year for number 1 overall. And the next trade up has to be to like pick 10 to 15, I think. So I think we're just going to kind of ruin this draft, but these 2 players look more than worth it. So very sadly, like the highest I could trade up was to pick number 21. I really hope this is enough. If it's not, then I just simulated the pick. I really hope I had the player I wanted to take as the first guy on my favorites. That is very painful. I was trying to trade for so long I completely forgot I traded up to pick number 1 as well. The other player I want is at least here, so that's good. Tremaine Edmonds, a very good looking wide receiver. 95 speed and acceleration, 93 agility, 90 jumping. I can't be that excited about that pick though, because I potentially missed out on the player I wanted all along. Fingers crossed, man. Please tell me he was the guy that we ended up selecting. He was not the guy we ended up selecting. No! I saw this corner as well and I threw him on my draft board immediately because of how big and fast he was, but there was another corner who was better. Ah, my God. This is the other corner. He's a 78 with hidden. At least the guy we got as hidden, but like, come on, man. How did I mess this up 2 years in a row? Bro, I'm rusty at this game. Superstar dev for him as well. He's a really good corner. This guy we got is also a good corner. But you know what, man? We roll through this. We persevere through this, okay? Let's take a look at the team for the final season. I still think it looks really good. 88 overall. We have a very good offense. We have an 84 defense. Like, I still think this team is super solid. This new receiver is going to fit in very well on this team. Really like what he brings to the table, and we have a hidden dev tight end, Adam Brown. 86 speed. That guy would be fun to actually develop. Okay. And then on the defense, we have this new hidden development corner, which is nice and fun, but we could have a superstar corner. So the defense did drop off a little bit. We lost some players, but I still think it's a good team. I definitely still think this team is capable of making it into the postseason. And I think regardless of what happens, we're going to end the video here. So I'm going to go straight to the end of the season, and we're going to see how well we do. Before I simulate, I want to check out what the development trade of this cornerback is. I don't think it's going to really change too much where he plays. I think I'm going to move him up to the number 2 regardless. But I just want to know if I should be super upset this entire season or not. Okay, they're both superstars. So it wasn't that bad of a selection. We didn't really get that much different of a cornerback. So yeah, I mean, I guess it turns out both of them would have been good picks. Was it worth trading all the way up there for, though? Maybe. Yeah, good old Madden simulation. 7-10. For a 91 overall team. Easton Stick had the 3rd most passing yards in the NFL. You know, just Madden things. 4,200 yards for Luke Sheldon, 33 touchdowns, 12 picks. Another good year for him. This running back is getting so many touchdowns. What is happening? DeAndre Swift, 8 touchdowns, 1,300 yards, 5 fumbles though. Amon-Ra St. Brown had a great season. So did Jameson Williams once again. TJ Hutchinson, 6 touchdowns. There's a rookie, 7 touchdowns down there. Sacks allowed, actually not that many. Probably the best season from the offensive lineman so far. 22 tackles for loss for Aidan Hutchinson. 5.5 sacks, so not that much pressure actually. Well, maybe a lot of pressure, but not much converted into sacks. 3 picks for Lawrence Posey, 2 for Harvey Bass, or Bass, I don't remember which one I've been saying. 2 for Patrick Surtain, and 2 for Deshaun Elliott. 1 for Kenya Sandridge, our 1st round selection, and 1 for Kirby Joseph. So I feel like this team definitely should have made the playoffs, like for sure. That's cool. 18th on offense, 24th on defense. Maybe the game just hates me for messing up 2 drafts in a row. Who knows? Nobody from the Lions, NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Nobody from the Lions, Defensive Player of the Year. No one from the Lions. What a trend. Tremaine Edmonds, though, number 3 for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year is going to the corner. So suck on that, the other corner. What team did he go to? I don't even remember. He went to the Titans, and he's at number 7. He sucks. Didn't even want him anyway. I hate that guy. Bad guy right there. A pretty bittersweet end to this rebuild. This wasn't even really a successful one. But you know what? I'm looking forward to Madden 23, okay? Madden 22 is not my game. Let's advance by this week. Super Bowl is going to the Chiefs. We still have a really good team, though, if I'm being honest. I think this team was super solid. And let me see these development trait improvements and also just reveal some development traits. Only one development trait to reveal, I think. It is the receiver. He is star. St. Brown, though, is up to superstar. On the defensive side, we have Bass up to superstar as well. And Sandridge isn't looking all that bad. Would be like an 81 right now. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe I'll have another rebuild out before Madden 23 releases. But if not, then we're just going to enter into the Madden 23 year. With this being our last rebuild. I don't know if I want to do that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.